Hey loves, Tracy Lee, Self-Love Master Coach, coming to you from a walk this morning in Austin, Texas. And I want to start by saying, and I'm going to say it multiple times, love is a vacuum cleaner that brings forth anything unlike love to be healed. Love is like a vacuum cleaner that brings forth anything unlike love to be healed. There's a post I posted this morning that has gotten more attention than I could possibly have imagined. And a lot of the attention is ugly and hateful and shaming and accusatory and divisive. And it is for sure unlike love. And a couple of you have, well, let me start with me. When I first saw what was happening on that post and how it was blowing up, my very first thought was, oh, I better shut it down. That is not at all what I meant to do. It's not at all what I meant to do. And I sat with my uncomfortable feelings. I love myself, and so I sit with my own emotion. I sat in my own shame for stirring shit about something that feels important and sacred, which is all of our safety and all of our individualness and what's important to each of us and our differences. And what's ensued has been just so fascinating to watch how each of you felt passionately enough to comment more comments than I think any post I've ever posted, which I feel curious and sadness about. And yet I want to be very clear that as a teacher of love, as a messenger of love, that what I'm here to do, which is sometimes very disruptive and very uncomfortable for myself and others, is to illuminate the moments and the places where we are not being love. And this post has certainly done that. This post has certainly done that. It is hard to love each other when there are differences. We haven't had that modeled for us very well. And I want you to know that my whole original post was about that. I know, Suki. Come on, baby girl, stop. Thank you, good girl. My whole original post was about, can we love each other when we make different choices? Can we notice what we're feeling? Can I notice how I may be feeling threatened and I may be feeling uncomfortable, and I may be feeling angry, and I may be feeling rageful, or I want to be in a fight and I want to be in the conflict. And can we notice that? And can we ask ourselves in that moment of humanness, not condemning anyone, in those moments of humanness, can we pause? Can you pause? Notice yourself, breathe, and ask, what does love want you to do in this moment? What's the loving choice here? What would love do? What direction does love want to take you? What's love trying to show you in this moment? We are all dealing with so much right now, collectively and individually, all of us differently. And I'm going to say again, this is not a time to be stingy with empathy. This is not a time to be stingy about self-exploration. This is not a time to be stingy with forgiveness and kindness. This is not the time for that. For me, when I see people in their bigness, in their passion, in their intensity, I know that there is something very base, very survival running underneath what they're feeling. Come on, sweet girl. And so, from the part of me that wants to live with the energy of thriving, to the part of you that wants to live in the energy of thriving, of love and joy and abundance, when we, myself included, get caught up in a moment of survival, I just want to give you grace and love and understanding and compassion. We do not have to destroy each other or make each other wrong in order to be safe. We do not have to be against one another in order to be safe. It's okay for us to have our differences. It's okay for you to be angry. It's okay for you to be afraid. It's okay for you to be over it. My whole post today was about being over it. And now here I am in it. And that's okay. I go where love would have me go. And today I stepped right in it. I put my foot in the shit, and some of y'all followed me right in. And that's okay if that's what love needs me to do today. So, I ask you, can you choose love today, even and especially where there is differing opinions? Will you experiment and play with me and choose love today just to see how you might feel different, how your world might be different? Will you notice when you go to pick up a rock to throw it at someone else's opinion, belief, post, whatever, and instead, will you choose love? Please. We have to stop bashing each other. We have to stop shaming ourselves and each other. We have to ask ourselves, what is the loving choice here? And if you cannot make the loving choice, can you just be still? Can you be still until you can? If you're watching this, I want you to know that I love and appreciate you. If you're struggling with this, I want you to know I'm open to a conversation with you. If this moved you, if this spoke to your heart, I encourage you to share it with other people. If this is a time for anything in our world, it is most definitely a time for love. I love you, and I wish you a beautiful, heart-opening Sunday.